Check this thing out. It's a 12 by 24 portable garage from these Extreme Cubes. It's way over electrified. It's got 100 amp service on it. It's got like a ventilation deal back here, exterior plugs. This thing was made in 2012. I was told it was a cost of like 18 or 20 grand for this thing, which it's no wonder they don't make them and sell them, because that's kind of a lot of money even back then. All steel plating, residential 10-foot door, right? And then 100 amp service, but nobody needs. And then you go in here, steel door. These are 1/4-inch steel plate floors. Check this thing out. Full garage door. MyQ LiftMaster, which is awesome. You operate with your phone. You got, you know, ventilation in here. I don't know if those are LEDs. I think those might be LEDs. But 12 by 24 floor. I mean, this thing is so industrially well built. I don't know what these are. Probably composite walls. I don't know what these are. You got GFIs in here, switches, LiftMaster control. Pretty crazy thing. It's pretty awesome. I like it. Here's something you never see. Me early in the morning at 7 a.m. I'm out here because, so I bought that garage thing. And they were gonna bring it yesterday night, last night. I bought it for $10,000. They said it originally cost $18,000 or $19,000, which seems excessive to me. It says it was manufactured in 2016 by Extreme Cubes. So Extreme Cubes is this company that makes these cubicle type buildings. And I found out that they make all kinds of stuff here in Vegas. They make the Dutch Brothers coffee drive-thrus. They made the Pawn Plaza at the Pawn Stars, the Container Park, all kinds of great stuff. I think that this thing was a one-off. I don't think they were making these and selling them. I think it was sort of just a one-time thing, because I can't seem to find another example. And I've tried to call the company and I can't really get a hold of them. They're kind of hard to get a hold of. I want to clear out this area behind this building here, and I know where I want to put it. But for now, they're just going to plop it in the parking lot because it's the holidays. And the plan is we're just going to leave it right here for now. I don't like mornings. Mornings suck. So we're going to stick it here. I got to get these junk guys to come out and clear out this area, because my plan is that we're going to move the thing. Now it's 12 feet by 24 feet. What they do is they make these 12 foot by 12 foot by 12 foot cubes. I think that's what they are. I think they're 12 square cubes. And then they assemble them like Legos to make building structures. You know, when you think about it, like this little thing here, that's probably 12 by 12. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's a huge truck. What's going on? That's a big rig there. We'll figure this out. He says he's gonna back this thing in, which they told me they were just gonna use a regular rollback. This is a big vehicle. It's a big trailer. This is gonna be fun. I was just thinking, I hope they gave him the keys to the door. We're gonna go over this way. I guess the plan is they just tilt this thing up and drive out from under it. Oh, wow, look at that. That's interesting. So they just pull the whole axle forward. That's pretty cool. And it'll tilt all by itself. Very interesting. You know, I used to have a car trailer that worked that way. It was like a 24-foot car hauler, and you would lock the wheels, and then you would back up, and then it would move the entire deck back. Look at that. Smooth as silk. Didn't even make a bump. And so now he'll just pull the whole thing forward. Look at that. This is going to be a thump to wake up the neighbors. We're not sure what this thing weighs. It doesn't seem to have a tag on it that we can find. I'll find some information. We're taking guesses. I was thinking about 7,000 or 8,000 pounds, but I think I'm off. I mean, that's the weight of a truck, a big size truck. He thinks it's probably 10,000 or more. You got it, bro. Here we go. And just like that. You're right. I can see it. It's way off level. All right, so there it is. Man, it is cold this morning. My little hands are frozen. My froze are toesen. Oof. So yeah, this thing, he told me that I can call a crane company, and for like not a lot of money, he said probably $300-400, they'll move it. The plan is we're gonna move it to the other side of the building over here. I gotta get the keys so that we can open it up. I got a junk company coming that I'm working on. They're gonna come clean all this out. I told them I want a Bobcat to come along, clean all this area. This crap has been here for 30 years probably or more. I want this all cleaned, graded. I want this whole area graded with a Bobcat. Cleaned, all this trash cleaned. We're gonna have to do some wall repair, trim these trees. All this scrap wood has gotta go. Right, fencing, rock. All this is gonna get cleaned. Old fence panels, water heaters, metal boxes. I kinda wanna keep that one, but we'll see. So I wanna put it right here. It'll fit here perfectly, exactly, right? If I put it exactly 3 to 4 feet, we'll put it 4 feet away from this, right here, so the door can swing open. It'll sit right here. It'll be exactly 5 feet or more away from this wall, maybe 6 feet, which is the distance that you have to be. Yeah, you can't put a structure within a certain amount of feet of the property line. So it'll meet within that. And then I may actually push it back a little further than being even here because with the ramp. And I'll probably keep the Lamborghini in there. I'll probably put the Countach in there is probably my plan. And I got to think about how things are going to fit. Like this area is all messy. This is where I normally keep the white Rolls-Royce. You can tell from the oil stains. I just got a bunch of crap in here I got to get out. Like this furniture is furniture I brought from the old house. It's been sitting there for like 2 years. And I just got to junk it. I got to get rid of it. And old bumper to a 1960 Cadillac laying over there. That's nice. And so what I want to do to this building is I want to enclose this. I want to enclose, this is, I think, 14 feet across. So I want to frame this in, put a 12-foot garage door. The thing is, water runs under here a little bit. See how it's open down there? We need to put some flashing and create a pathway for the water, because the water goes this way. The water's going to run under this thing, by the way. You can see where it pools. So when we place it here, we'll probably put it on a very, very small stand. Like we'll get some concrete blocks and put it just 2 inches off the ground, just to get a little air under it and water will run under it, keep it from getting all rusty sitting on the ground. So we'll just put a little bit of a space under it. I'm going to enclose this. So this will be an enclosed garage. That'll be an enclosed garage. And think about it, like for $10,000, I would not be able to build a 12 by 24 structure with a garage door, resident with a steel door. That thing is made of steel. Like if there was a nuclear blast, it would be the only thing left, right? As compared to building it out of OSB wood. Who knows how long this little lean-to thing has been here? Probably at least 40, 50 years. So this thing here is like a 3-panel sliding. It's garbage, because this door, like if you technically could fit 3 cars in there very tightly, right? What I want to do is I want to remove all this metal. I want to reface the front of this, have one entry door here and then one full size like 16-foot door there. because I think this is all open, right? It's just got a bunch of crap in there. This will be a garage. So that'll give me all the garage spaces that I need. That'll give me at least enough room to park 3, maybe 4 cars here. Because see, like the Scooby van, I got to park this thing outside, and it's getting sun damaged, right? I could probably put another parking structure here, but I need to have access to my well. But I've just got random cars just poked all over the property, right? You know, the Ferrari over there, the Porsche we're going to get rid of. I don't need to park the red car inside. The Cadillac, I'm probably going to get rid of that thing. But, you know. So, you know, there you have it. The guy just texted me, said he's going to get the keys. I'll have to go meet him or something. Since it's Saturday, and it's early in the morning, and I'm up, I'm going to go to the Cars and Coffee, which I don't normally do. And I think I'll take the old Rolls. What do you think? Come on, baby. It's a cold, it's a cold, cold morning. Ooh, my fingers. I know it's Las Vegas, but it is at least in the 40s. I'm gonna let this thing warm up for a while. El Loco del Gato is already checking out the thing. We probably have a dozen feral cats. I don't know if they're feral, they just live probably in the apartments, but they like to hang out here. And I love cats. I've stopped running them off. I've actually started, you know, being nice to them. Not that I wasn't nice to them, but I mean, I started giving them food and stuff. They come and they sit by the pool. The only problem I was having with the cats is that they were upsetting my cat in the house, making him pee, because he was feeling threatened by the other male cats, you know. But I could tell you, I've never seen a snake, a rat, a scorpion, anything on this property. These cats keep this place clean. Never seen a lizard, a horny toad, a frog, nothing. Nothing at all. So he's gonna check things out, make sure it's all cool. Yeah, I see you. Oh, the heater in this thing works so good. It has this, I don't know if I showed this in the video before, but this flap opens. You can close this and then divert the air through the, it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand this system. But all I know is if you open that, you get direct out of the core. So, okay. The idle is running a little high. I need to adjust the idle because it's slamming into gear. Probably needs a few adjustments in the drivetrain. You know, there's probably a flex joint in the drive shaft, and it's probably a bit loose. There's a lot of things that are probably a bit loose on this car. It's way tighter than it used to be. It still leaks a tad. A tad it leaks. But a Rolls that doesn't leak is a Rolls with no fluid in it, as they say. This thing runs great. This gauge is sticky. Either it's still cold. There it goes. See, it's not. That one gauge is sticky, but it's you know. The thing is old. It's way older than me. And it wakes up early in the morning better than I do. But what a car. I would say this thing likes cold. If it's one thing that the British know, it's rain and cold. So they got to build a car that's designed for that. I mean, imagine they build a car, the Rolls-Royce, that has umbrellas in the door. I mean, how brilliant, right? And Bentleys and other Rolls-Royces of the day would have umbrellas in the trunk. But putting it right there in the door was brilliant. Now, I haven't really water tested this thing. I don't take it out in the rain. You know, probably the seals on it aren't so good. So I don't know how it performs in the rain. But I do know I'm a big fan of watching Harry's Garage. I'm sure we all watch it. If not, check out Harry's Garage. Nice British gent with the greatest car collection that I could ever dream of. Countach, Testarossa, you name it. And he took one of these Silver Shadows and drove it to the Arctic Circle and back. These cars are quite robust. You know, I'm in a lot of different car groups, Rolls-Royce groups, and I think the Rolls-Royce and the Bentleys, they get a bad rap. They really do. You know, the thing is that they do require certain maintenance. But so do airplanes, so do boats, so do all high-performance type of things. I mean, is it as maintenance-free as like a Chevy Crate 350 kind of motor or something like that? Like I had a 57 Chevy wagon, had the straight six. And there was nothing you could do to kill that engine. It had a coil with 2 wires to it, a couple of spark plugs, soup can carburetor, and you could leave it sitting out there for 6 months or a year and go out there and start it, and it would run. And that's all it did, but it was a very simplistic rig. You know, when you start adding in all these other ancillary things, those are the things that become an issue. But the car itself, I would gather to say that just about any one of these Rolls-Royces that you would find, especially the ones with the carburetors, you know, when I'm not sure exactly what year, probably 80 or 81, they started using the Bosch CIS system like they use on the DeLoreans and the Ferraris, and the Jaguars, the Mercedes. Those are more problematic. I'd say the sweet spot is to find one of these right before the fuel injection came in. You want to get the newest one you can that's carbureted. That would be my recommendation on one of these cars. Unless it's been kept running well. This is the reason why you'll see more Silver Shadows on the road and a whole lot less of the 80s Rolls-Royces and Bentleys. Because those cars have the fuel injection, mechanical fuel injection. And as a guy who's owned over 50 DeLoreans, I can tell you that Bosch system, oof, it's great when it works. So it's just one of these things like, since I posted my last video on this car, I've had a lot of comments and people talking about it, and there's people that say, oh man, this thing's a money pit. Dude, we're talking about, I've got, what, 15 grand in the car. Money pit? I mean, if you're gonna be in the car hobby, okay? There's people out there that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on cars and car hobby. You're talking about a luxury vehicle from the 60s and 70s, whatever, Rolls-Royce, the amount of cool you're getting for less than the price of a decent used Nissan Altima or something. It's not a lot of money. So even if you spend the entirety of what, like if you bought the car for 10 and then you spend 10 on it, and at the end you have a good car, this is not a bad thing. Fluids. A Rolls that doesn't leak has no fluids. So, very busy car show. Took me forever to find a place to park. So here we are, this is Eastern at 2:15 by the Twin Peaks. Weekly, every Saturday, the Celebrity Car Show. You can come and see the Celebrity Car Show here. It's always here, every weekend, always. It's always here. It's the Corvette section. They are personally keeping New Balance in business. The official uniform of the Corvette owner, white hair, baseball cap, stonewashed jeans, jorts. All right? It's not even a stereotype, it's just the truth. I wanted to get some video out here, but they're playing this loud, obnoxious, horrible Christmas music. It's like Christmas rap or something. I don't know what it is, but it sucked. And it's really loud, and the problem is when you're doing YouTube, you can't have any music or it'll just, you know, you guys know how this works. So I'm trying to stay away from the speakers over there, and they just keep playing one horrible Christmas. I mean, it's one thing to hear the Whamageddon song, but some of these Christmas rap that he's playing, I just want to punch myself in the face. I can't stand Christmas music as it is. If I have to hear Mariah Carey sing that stupid song one more time, oh my God, please, somebody stop her. Let's just be honest, I'm grumpy in the morning. That's what it is. I'm just straight up grumpy. That's what it is. It is warmed up considerably since the sun came out. So this car show is winding down. I'm gonna go find me some kind of breakfast. Starving. There's my garage. The tire's been rubbing on one fender, but the tires for this car are too big. So it rubs until I replace the tire. Vegas is so weird. Because just a few hours ago, I was freezing my ass off. And then the sun comes up and I'm out here in my t-shirt. As long as you're in the direct sunlight, you're warm. And really, that's kind of what I tell people about living out here in the summertime. It might be 120 degrees outside. As long as you're not in the direct sunlight in the summertime, you're fine. And in the wintertime, if you are in the direct sunlight, you're fine. It might technically be, I don't know, 50 degrees or something, but there's no breeze. And standing in this warm sunlight, man, I feel great. It's, you know, a little chill on the back of my neck, but not bad. It's not bad. So yeah, dude brought the keys. He was real nice. And that was a pretty far drive. He brought the keys. Need to fix this little arm. I have some of those. So you saw the inside of this before. A couple of small repairs I gotta make. I mean, this little piece of trim, that's it. And like, I might repaint this floor. I think I'm gonna come in here and clean it. We're gonna clean it really well. Maybe even pressure wash it or something. And then I might repaint it. We've got this little bit of rust where you could see water was coming in. Need to figure out where that water was coming in. But I might re-epoxy the floor just for the sake of doing it. And then I'm assuming this garage door lift works. I'm assuming. So it's way overpowered. They powered this thing, looked like they ran 100 amp service to 220. So I've opened this panel and it's just way overkill. So I want to rewire it a bit because all I need it to do is just temporarily so we can operate it. We're gonna cut this off and just put a male plug on this that'll plug into an extension cord over there. So I can just open the garage door. That doesn't use a lot of power. It really doesn't. So, and then I've ordered this jack adapter. They make these Connex jack adapters. What they do is they're supposed to fit in there, and then you can put a jack on it and lift this thing up. So obviously I just need to level it here. I'm just gonna put a couple bricks there, because probably when I pull a car in, it may teeter-totter. But we just need to get the door to work. Now I could manually override the door. I'll show you how to do that. Oh yeah, so we've wired this thing up now to a temporary system so that we could plug it in to this cord, just so that we can test it for testing purposes. That's all. And then let's see, is it on or what happened? Did you turn it off?
No, I didn't turn it off.
Oh no, because wait, it's on.
The lights are on?
They were off 2 seconds ago. Oh no, they're on. What happened to this porch light? Oh, maybe it's only daylight operated. Like maybe it just comes on for a second. Let me see.
Oh yeah, I bet daylight.
Like I don't know let's see. I don't know what that does. I don't know what, because that light was on for a second and then it went off. So maybe it's
Garage door light?
yeah, I think. The interior lights are on. The garage door is definitely lit. I don't have the door connected, but let me see what happens if I operate it. See, because I've disconnected the arm. So as it lifts, it's going to reconnect itself. There it is. Look at that. Look at that.
So
So nice.
let's shut the breaker off, and then that light, see if that light comes on once the garage door is on.
Nah. It's probably got a sensor on it. I mean, yeah, you could try it. Just flip the breaker. All right, and then turn it back on. No? Didn't come back on. Unless those are tied into one of the GFIs, or maybe it's one of these loosey breakers.
Well, there's another light switch out front here.
Oh, that's the fan.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Bulbs are just bad too.
No, they're LED. I think that they're daylight powered. That's what I think. Unless there's a GFI. Test. Okay, that's for the garage. Test. I hate GFIs. All right, for now, that wraps it up about this thing. I couldn't get the MyQ to work. This thing says it's got MyQ. I couldn't get it to learn. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do some research. It's a 2015 unit. It should work. This remote here, I'm wondering if I need a different remote for this. You know, I mean, I can operate it manually. I can operate it with a regular remote. But I can't get it to work with the MyQ, which is what I want it to do. Still need to get the ramp built. I could cobble together something. What a great garage though, right? I was playing around with this fan. The fan was making some noise, but it's not really an issue. It's like it doesn't seem to have any instructions. It just makes noise when you turn it off. It's kind of weird. It's like a brake or something. I don't know. So I just need to clean it up, maybe put a filter on it. I would rather have positive pressure than negative pressure because that's going to suck stuff in. We're going to clean this floor. I'm going to go to Home Depot, pick up some things. I'm going to buy some metal floor epoxy. We're going to repaint this floor. I want this to look new. We're going to clean this out nice. Repaint this all nice. Make it look pretty. And because I don't want this rust. I don't want this rust here. Pretty happy with this thing. Turn these lights off. It's darn cool. It's way cool. Way cool, Junior. Doesn't need to be locked for now. So, way overbuilt. I don't think you can buy these anymore. I've been trying to get in touch with the company. They don't answer the phone. But way cool, right? Kind of a crappy residential door, though. You would have thought they'd have put a really industrial roll-up steel door with a side opener on it. But this thing seems like it was something that they just kind of, I won't say slapped together because it's built really well, but I don't think it was a one-off project. And clearly there was a ramp here that they ground off. It was welded here just like what I was saying. They probably did exactly what I said. They took a 4x8 piece of diamond plate, probably. Just welded it on there. I was going to put a 4x10 that'll overlap this a bit because this is a 9-foot opening with 4 big hinges on it, industrial hinges, and then buckles so that you could fold it up and then clip it at the top so that if you moved it ever, you'd be able to move it. We're going to have a crane company come out. The crane's going to pick it up and put it on the other side of that building over there. That's what's going to happen. So we're making arrangements for that. Very happy with it. Okay, so there you guys go. That's a day in the life of Videobob. Just stuff happening. Money spent on on cars. It's all about cars. Parking a car, fixing a car, insuring a car, protecting a car, driving a car, selling a car, buying a car. It's my life. If you like this kind of stuff, you know what to do. You like, you share, you subscribe, and then you'll see more. I'm out. Bye.